Welcome back to Game 3.
Giant kills sperm with acid juice.
Yep, that's what we were just talking about. Game 3
really
of
on the
United States Air Force Academy versus University of Miami.
Don't talk over
The
me.
2v2 here, we have Mystik and Instoy for United States Air Force Academy versus Chemzoar and DatDarnDude. So
I think it's pronounced Chemzoar, like chemical, and Zor as in Zora.
God, maybe.
Or is Czar like as in a Russian? You know.
I like no, definitely Zora as in the domain. Protoss Zerg, Protoss Terran.
As in the domain.
Scorched Haven.
Scorched Haven,
like
the classic 2v2 map.
Many people love to wall off the center, not with buildings, but just garrison a whole thing of troops there and expand. And other people like to stay on their one base and do drops while they expand. So let's see what people do here. Hopefully it'll be a good fun game to watch. No cheese. Although cheese can always evolve in interesting ways. Macro games are always fun to watch in my opinion.
Okay, we are good to go. Here we go. On the left-hand side, we have Instoy and Mystik representing United States Air Force Academy as a 2v2 team. And on the right-hand side, we have Chemzoar and DatDarnDude. And already we have an observer lagging out.
Excellent. Cue conspiracy roach. Good.
So you've obviously played a
Slightly
lot
off making an argument saying cheese is the only way to play viably in 2v2. I like to argue about that. What do you say about that, Ichi? I think there are ways you can play macro.
I definitely think they're 2v2 can be a very, very strong macro-oriented game. It depends on how both teams start the match open. The reason it's cheese-oriented is because a lot of players in 2v2 like to hit timings that aren't normally being able to be hit in 1v1. So that's why they just like to change it up. And indeed, they go for a very fast and strong timing push that generally isn't viable in 1v1, so this opens up like a whole new set of things. Like the 6-pull is extremely viable in 2v2, when in 1v1 it's almost an all-in. It exactly is an all-in. So this just opens up a lot of possibilities. But with 2 economies, you can actually double the amount of workers, double the amount of production and army you can actually get out in that time. So that's why people generally say cheese. In the term of 1v1, yes, it is a cheese, but in 2v2 it's not really a cheese. It's just another timing push. I really would like to see a macro-style game because in 2v2 you can get really exciting large-scale battles going on. So let's see how these players open the game. And already we
Indeed, speaking of opening the game, we have Chemzoar scouting. The players from the Air Force Academy finds that they have a highly macro-oriented gameplay with regular standard timings for their gateway plans down high amounts of probes. We see the Cybernetics core barely throwing down at 257, and he saw that the Zerg was barely popping their spawning pool. So they anticipate no early pressure.
Terran, interestingly enough, going with a 1 Rex, 1 refinery, not leaving room for an add-on. There it goes. He's lifting for the add-on, making a Tech Lab add-on. Not entirely sure what he's going for right now. Looks like the builds are pretty even right now, since both teams chose not to go too strong into a rush. Here we have a 2nd barracks and a 3rd barracks, so this is going to be a 3 racks timing from the University of Miami. We'll see what his partner likes to follow with.
Both Warp Gate researches from the Protoss players are pretty much on time, with the Air Force Academy player ahead by 7 game seconds. Game changer right there. We have no Nubian mistakes made yet. No caps, no nothing.
Nubian as in from Nubia?
Yes, as in the country of Nubia, ancient Mesopotamia.
Ancient Mesopotamia?
No, Mesopotamia. Maybe you heard of it? Giant robot?
Oh, I thought it was an Islamic Mesopotamia.
Yeah, definitely. Following with a reactor, and this barrack getting no add-on, just pumping out solo Marines. Getting combat shield, so it's not going to be a stim timing, but a combat shield timing with Marauder push heavy. Really
2 words, force field says Sloutage, although force field is a compound word, so therefore it's technically 1.
Okay, so Chemzoar is showing his colors, going with a 4-gate timing. We have Instoy up here, going into scout, seeing exactly what's going on, seeing the entire build of Chemzoar, the 4-gate. What?
You want to see production tab?
Yeah.
He sees that he's going to 4-gate now. The Zergling goes out with his buddy Lost.
Let's see how they respond. We have a Roach Warren down, as well as a 4-gate from Mystik. These 4-gate timings are pretty much exactly the same, with the exception of this last gateway here. So it's going to be a Roach 4-gate timing with a 3-Rex 4-gate timing. Let's see how this ends up. We have Protoss air weapons being upgraded by Mystik.
All the army units are compiled together with respect to Chemzoar and DatDarnDude. And here we have the other forces joined together, and we have a...
Can you tell me why why he's upgrading Protoss air weapons?
Oh, let's take a look at the player. He's upgrading Protoss air weapons. What is he doing here? He got some... Looks like he may have...
Looks like he's losing this battle.
Those observers have to defend themselves.
The Marauders don't have concussive shields, so they can't really pull back or slow anything down. Going with good micro here. Roaches going in to engage even further. Roaches with their long survivability, just still in the fight, still damaging. 2 Roaches go down. All of the Marines and Bio goes down.
Story.
Pushing deep into the Protoss base. We have
still,
more Bio coming out. Zerglings coming in. It looks like he gets the run by, gets the surround on the Stalker. We're already inside the Protoss base. A couple of Bio comes by to try and stop them, slow them down.
Effectively out of army units, we have a huge disadvantage for the University of Miami team, as they only have about 300 minerals worth of army, and both Air Force Academy people have over 4 digits worth of
correct.
This would very well end the game right here.
Looks like this is game over. Sitting on the Terran production line. GG.
And that is the end of the game, people. That is all she wrote. Air Force Academy takes the win to keep this game alive.
Really exciting game here, with 2 timings put together.
That makes
4 timings. What?
Indeed.
I can do math. I'm in college. I'm in college. I can do math.
I'm in college.
And Mystik. We hope to see some more exciting gameplay in the next match.
We will be coming back for Game 4.
And I are signing off. Goodbye, kids. Goodbye, Ichi.
Bye, Harvey.
Goodbye.